that have their own businesses, because we got to keep it in within our lifestyle. Why should corporations be the only ones making money when we should be supporting our own? And how you guys doing tonight? That was a little shout out to Steve Crowder's channel. I love that freaking guy. He's funny as freaking hell. But how you guys doing on a Tuesday night? It is freezing up here in northern Illinois, and we got a notice that we got more storms coming in the coming weeks. So you gotta love it. I am so jealous of you down in Florida, California, that you guys can ride all year round, and I'm stuck up here where shit. I think I should invest in a snowmobile next year. But coming up, we got two great interviews for you and a lot of information. We're going to be talking about bikers and business, why you want to support fellow bikers. Now, me, when I go out, I make sure it's a biker-owned business as much as I can. It's easier for me because I got a lot of contacts within the lifestyle, so I only shop through them and stuff like that. But it's really important to support fellow biker brethren, and especially those that support to save the batch. But first off, we got Jim coming up. He's a biker-owned business and a really great guy. Just jumped on with the Throttle. And later on, we got China now. She has a surprise. She'll be coming into the studio and telling you all about it. But let's get a hold of Jim, and let's get this party started, shall we? Let's get him on the line.
Hello.
Jim, how you doing? This is Hollywood Motorcycle Madhouse. You're live on air, buddy.
How you doing, man?
Pretty good, pretty good. I just got on, talked a bit about the importance of shopping with, you know, giving your business to fellow bikers and the lifestyle and stuff. And let me tell you, you have a hell of a business that I like. You are taking the internet by storm, and you're designing all kinds of freaking signs. And I just got to tell you, they're awesome, buddy. So how you doing? You want to tell people a little bit about your business and good with that?
Sure. You know, we just started out. A friend of mine started doing it, came up with the idea, and I started doing it with him. And I love talking to people, and the more I talk to people, the more I enjoy doing it. And I started it on my personal Facebook page, and it took me a long time, but I gained a lot of people's trust, and that's very important. And a lot of people are seeing it now, and it's a great thing to be able to do something like that. You know, you work your everyday job every single day, and to be able to do something different that people enjoy, it's a great feeling.
Right, right. Now, what got you in? Now, you do what, 12 by 16 LED signs?
Yep, 12 by 16.
And you've been doing a lot of club signs, which is awesome. That shows you support the club community and stuff. But what gave you the idea of the signage? Now, you know, you see a lot of these on eBay or Craigslist and stuff like that. But to actually, you know, have a biker doing it, it's awesome.
Yeah, it's just something that we started doing, and then once I started making a couple for some people, and it just really took off, and you know people just enjoy them. They keep coming back, and it's great to have new customers, but it's even better to have return customers. It's just an amazing feeling, and people enjoy them, and everybody's happy with them, and the more they're happy, the more I love to do it.
Rock on. Now, you're going to be doing some of the rally circuit where you're going out as a vendor, and I believe your next one's going to be in Daytona, isn't it?
It's going to be in Leesburg.
Leesburg.
April 26th, I'm going to do my first Leesburg bike show. It's going to be in, I'm going to have a booth there for 3 days, and I'd love to have people come and see me and say hi, you know?
Rock on. And now, do you have a partner in this, or is this something that's just you?
It's basically me, but I do a side thing with my friend, and we kind of intertwine with each other, and we just get it done, you know, and that's how it works.
Rock on. Now, do you ride? I'm taking it, right?
Yes, sir.
Rock on. I'm sitting here thinking, oh shit, if this guy don't ride, I'm looking like an idiot promoting a biker.
Please. Come on, let's go.
What kind of bike you got?
06 CVO Fat Boy.
Oh, rock on. Hey, Fat Boy, rock and roll. I got an '01, but I just can't get past the carburetor, so I'm one of them old guys. But a Fat Boy, nonetheless, man. Now, do you have apes on it or no?
Nope, I've actually bought 12-inch flat bars. So it comes up, it comes back because I'm a short guy. You know, I got short arms, so I got to have. I don't want to lean over. You know. So I did that. But other than that, everything it's sweet. It's a good bike.
Rock on. Now you owning this business, and again, you support the clubs because I've seen a lot of your work for the clubs. It's actually up on your business Facebook and also your personal one. Do you want to give, before we get going even more, do you want to give people the name and all that stuff so they look you up?
Yeah. You can do Extreme LED Signs by Jim Vanderlyn, or you can just go to my personal page, Jim Vanderlyn. I mean, most of my business has gone through my personal page, and I like that because, you know, it's a lot of work to gain people's trust, and I really like that. I like that more than actually the business page. I do a lot. I get more traffic through my personal page, and I'm okay with that because people trust me, and that's more important than anything, you know?
Right. Well, you also gain the friendship and stuff like that. And that's what I like about biker-related businesses is you actually develop a friendship with the people you're doing business with other than the corporates. Now,
absolutely.
Exactly. Well, the corporates, you don't get that. You don't get the one-on-one. You don't get to know the people. And that's what really sucks, if you ask me.
You know, as far as I'm concerned, I love talking to people. You know, the shipping part's a pain in the ass, but I love talking to people, and the more people that I meet, it just drives me to do more. You know, I love the people, and I've gained a lot of friends, and I hope to see a lot of people in Florida at Leesburg on the 26th.
Rock on. I always find the guys that do the signs and the plating and all that the coolest biker businesses to deal with. I talked with Tombstone. He's one of our sponsors of the show. He actually did one of the signs for me that's above the on air right behind me. And the quality of work that you guys do, you actually put your heart and soul into it, and you got pride in what you're doing, and that's what I really like.
Absolutely, absolutely. I've been doing this for just about a year now, and I have no bad complaints, and I've always made sure my customers are happy. That's what I want. That's what's important. And in these days, you're doing it off a personal page, and I gain that trust with a lot of people, and that's what's important.
Right. Well, another thing is with the Madhouse, everybody knows that I don't recommend just anybody. You have to be real tight with us at the Madhouse before I go out and put you on live or interview and stuff like that. You're actually making us a sign that's going right where Marilyn Monroe is. So you guys will be able to see the quality of his work as soon as we get the sign. We're putting it up for you guys. And if you got a business or you're a club or something like that, I highly recommend his work. You can go and actually see some of his pictures and stuff like that on HarleyLiberty.com, and it's amazing the work you do. You got a gift, man. That's just that right there is a freaking art, right? What you're doing.
Thank you very much.
Rock on. Now, one question as a small business owner, and this just happened today in Illinois, and I'm really against this shit, is the governor, Fat Boy as we call him here in the Illinois, just signed a $15 an hour minimum wage. Now, as a business owner, if you had to freaking hire somebody, how would that affect you?
It's a really sad world, the way the world works nowadays. So, I really don't have an opinion on that. I don't know. That's a tough question. I would just assume, work your heart, get what you deserve, and we can call it a day.
Right, right. Well, the thing I have against this, and trust me, I'll get the emails about the haters, but the thing I have against it is $15 an hour, okay? Here you have skilled tradesmen that are just coming into their trade, worked their butt off hard, and got into school, and did all this work. Now all of a sudden, they're making the 15 and hopefully getting up to scale. And now you got burger flippers coming in and making the same wage and didn't have to go through all the problems that they did.
Absolutely, absolutely. But in my world, I look at it as, you know what? The way the world is today, nobody wants to pay anybody anything.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And that's a tough part of it, because, whether you're a skilled tradesman or you're a burger flipper, you really, when you go to college, you're paying to go to college because you want to earn a decent living, correct?
Right.
And so now you go to do that, but when you leave college, there's no jobs out there that want to pay.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
So it's a tough thing, it's a tough thing, and it's real scary in the world today.
Yeah, well, trust me, I know that. My thing is, burger flipping jobs were never meant to be a career. They were just a starting point.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And that's what say you start getting bigger and bigger where you actually need to help people. Now, somebody like a small business like yourself, that's going to take a bite out of you.
True, that's true. But you know what? I'm the type of person that if you're going to work hard and do well for your business, I'm going to pay you to make sure that you do that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're not going to get paid peanuts and expect to do twice as much. I want to make sure my employees are good.
Right. Well, at least you're going after the cream of the crop and stuff like that. I got to give you to it. And see, that just emphasizes my point when it comes to biker-related businesses. They actually got a heart and care, where corporations, they just don't give a shit.
Absolutely. When you get to a point where it's all about profits, it's not about anything else. I worked a job for 30 years, and that's right where I'm at right now. My main job, that's where I'm at right now, and you see that every single day. So, you kind of learn, if you're going to have a business and you want to make it successful, you got to make your employees happy too.
Right. Rock on, man. And so, a couple more questions before I let you go. What got you into the biker lifestyle? What did you, like about it? All those good questions.
Oh, everything. I mean, when I turned 16, I got my driver's license, and the day after that, I got my motorcycle license. I rode motorcycles for pretty much, I had a lapse in time for about 8 years because you get married and whatever and this and that and other things. But then I missed that. There was something that I was missing. So I turned 46, and I bought my first Harley Davidson. And you know what? I've loved it ever since, and I've missed it. And it's a source of freedom, I guess, that you're never really going to have. Even in today's world, it's a little bit of source of freedom that you can still have.
Right. Wait, hold on a second. I got to thank Dan for that YouTube super chat. He puts 81 Berto supporter in the house. But go ahead, Jim.
And like I say, I haven't ridden, and I didn't ride for 8 years, and I always wondered what I was missing. And once I started riding again, I realized what I missed. It's a source of freedom with good friends, good family. You meet new people, and it's just, it's something that you're never going to lose, even when the times change from now to back 20 years ago.
Right.
The world's changing, but yet when you ride and you're with good people, it's just that good feeling, and living in New York State, believe me, after 7 months of can't riding, you really enjoy it when you can,
Right. Hold on a sec, Dan. Oh my God, it's Purdue. Hey, I got a Chicago accent, man. You Californias, you like naming your freaking cities all messed up there, Dan. Hey, you're from New York, ain't you, Jim?
I'm from upstate New York. Yep. So,
Okay, so you don't got that hardcore New York accent like they do in Manhattan and stuff. Then
no, I'm 450 miles away from New York City.
man, I feel sorry for you, man. You got all them liberal policies. How you living with that upstate? Because upstate's like a different world than down in the city. Just like Southern Illinois is different than Chicago.
Yeah, it's a lot of people are moving out of here, and I don't blame them one bit. And when my time comes, I'm out of here too.
Dan puts, we can't all be black and white, y'all. Well, you know, nobody's perfect, but go.
Yeah.
So you got Leesburg coming up, and you're going to be doing the bigger rallies and stuff like that?
I'm going to start out right now. I'm going to start out with Leesburg, and then I'm going to do Biketoberfest in October.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a possibility that I might be able to do Sturgis, but I can't. Don't hold me to that right now.
Right, right. Well, you know, big advice is to hit the smaller rallies, because the smaller rallies are more fun than the bigger ones.
Yep.
And if you're hitting Sturgis as a business, every morning they send out your tax collectors and all that BS, so they have to get you that money. Thanks for that, Harry Banana. Black and white love, hoorah! Go ahead. But I love my chat room over in YouTube. These guys, that's why I always watch the YouTube channel. I can't see the one on Facebook or on VK or any of that kind of stuff. But my YouTube channel, man, they just keep me on my toes.
Awesome.
You know what you're going to have to do, man? You're going to have to shoot like a video ad for me. That way I can show it to everybody.
I can do that too.
Rock and roll. So one more question. You're an independent, I'm assuming. What is some of the issues that are important to you as a independent? As far as motorcycle rights, or what kind of issues or helmet law, any of that kind of stuff?
I think everybody has the right to wear a helmet or not wear a helmet. I don't care what state you're living in. Mm-hmm. Whatever your source of freedom is, that's what you deserve, and that's it. I just believe in the freedom of riding. It's an awesome feeling, and there's no comparison to anything.
Right, rock and roll. Well, you know what, Jim? I really appreciate you having on the show. Again, let them know where they can go to get your product, check you out.
Okay, thank you very much for having me on, man. Come visit me on my personal site, Jim Vanderlyn, or come on the business page, Extreme LED Signs by Jim Vanderlyn. And come talk to me, say hi.
And you can click through to his business over on HarleyLiberty.com. We got his banner up over there, and you'll also start seeing a lot of his pics. He's Bikers and Brotherhood, our private Facebook group. He can post over there. I think I sent you that today. Hey, go ahead and post in that group.
Yes, you did.
So go ahead, check him out. He's a good guy. And again, support biker-related businesses and owners.
All right.
Rock and roll, Jim. I'll talk to you later, buddy.
Okay, thank you, buddy.
All right, man. Jim, you did good. I know he was a little nervous about coming on here. A lot of people get nervous because the audience range we have worldwide, and they're like, oh, man, I don't know if I can do it. I don't want to sound... Go ahead. Go ahead and call in. That's what I always say. But next we got a special interview with somebody I think you're going to find pretty cool. And after that, I'm going to have China Doll in to give... her exciting news. But go ahead and let's take a look at this next interview, and let me know what you guys think. And my special guest is my little brother. Yeah, my little brother. He actually did me a big favor today. He went out, covered the Progressive show for me because up north it was snowing like hell again, and the road sucked, and I couldn't. It'd be like 3 hours there, 3 hours back, and driving a neck wrap, it would suck. So I had him go out there to do it, and he did some awesome freaking pictures for me. Actually, did some videos. We're trying to figure out how to get the videos uploaded so I to show those to you. But better yet, he is actually starting his own YouTube channel. So I'm bringing him on right now. Mike, how you doing?
Awesome, man. Awesome.
This is my little shit brother. Go ahead.
Yeah, thanks for the introduction. Yeah, I'm under Dime Rider 333. That's going to be the channel that I'm starting off.
Okay, what's your channel going to be about?
Yeah, mainly it's going to just be about, you know, pretty much motorcycles, motorcycle trips, you know, getting people involved and, you know, getting new riders out there, you know, that don't know too much about it and stuff like that. Working on bikes and getting you know, getting the younger generation into, you know, if that's what they want to do, they can learn how to do it, and they can learn how to do it through pretty much anybody's channel. But this is just another channel to get people to, you know, to get the younger generation into bikes and, you know, whatever they may like. You know, it doesn't have to be a certain bike, but to get into it and to also know how to work on their own bike, to not depend on anybody and save themselves some money, actually.
Right. Well, you did, your little garage, man, is packed with the tools. You know what you're doing. Actually, shit, man, you're doing it your way. Me, I was like, screw this shit. It goes to a dealership or a mechanic. I'm not too mechanically inclined, if you will. So I like taking mine to somebody who knows what they're doing. But you got the mechanics behind you.
Well, you know, to a certain point, yeah, definitely. I mean, if it, you know, just the other day, I had to switch out my, you know, rotors and brakes and stuff like that. A simple job, but when it comes to something more technical, where if it's like, you know, pressing bearings on the front rim or rear rim, it's like I'm not going to spend the money on the tool to only do the job once. So something like that, I'll take somewhere. Or if I'm going to get any like internal motor work done, you know, that's something I would probably bring and have done. But, you know, just the simple outside bolt-on type stuff, you know, I definitely take care of myself. But I'm definitely wanting to learn, you know, pretty much the more technical part of that. So, you know, anything I can learn and, you know, try and do on my own, you know, I'll try it first. But if I don't think I can do it, I'm not going to ruin my bike, because, yeah, the last thing I want to do is not be able to ride, you know, because it sucks right now not being able to.
Well, that's what we get for living in Illinois. It's the weather sucks. You know, we didn't have snow the first part of the winter. Now all of a sudden it's like freaking Alaska and freaking Antarctica dumping snow all over us.
Exactly. Yeah, it's definitely crap.
Well, with me, man, you know what? I used to love working on bikes, but they were the older bikes. But with all the technology now, you know, it's me throwing shit across the room, and I don't have patience for that. You know that. Me, I get pissed real quick.
Yeah, it is. The newer bikes, it's just, you know, just like anything else, like newer cars and stuff like that. It ain't like the old days where you can open up the hood and go, okay, well, this is going to be easy. You know, you got an endless room to work, you know, to work with, where nowadays everything's so jam-packed into a small spot. And then the electronics on top of that, it just seems to supersede, you know, just the basic mechanics of shit. You know, excuse my language, but yeah, it just like over, you know, takes over, like, okay, now how do I do this? You know, that's, you know, it's an electrical problem. I don't understand it, but, you know, that's where I leave it to the professionals, I guess.
Right, right. Well, you know, you also said your channel is going to be about helping people that used to use and stuff like that. You wanted to be able to help those kind of people out. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I'm really thinking about exactly how I want to come about helping, you know, people who were addicted to drugs and stuff like that, because, you know, in my past experience, I've had some trouble with that. And unlike some people, it's hard for them to come out of it, even with treatment and, you know, rehabs and everything like that, I actually was able to, fight that battle with drug addiction and everything. And I think that if I can kind of spread the word and, speak on behalf of those that, maybe currently using drugs or actually are recovering from using drugs, they can always listen to somebody who's been in the same situation, where a lot of these people that, talk to kids about that never even been in the situation. So they're like, oh, well, you shouldn't do this or you shouldn't do that. And here's the repercussions of it. But they've never had the experience. They've never been down that road. They've just been book taught on what these drugs do to you and whatever college they may have went to be able to speak on, and be able to be like a therapist towards these people. But I've been there, I've done that, and I know how it is, and
you actually hit rock bottom, had to go to prison, shit like that.
Yeah. It's funny because some people that I tell that story to, they look at me and are like, no, not you, because I'm not. Well, I wouldn't appear to have been that kind of person, but yeah, I've been there, and it was hell. It sucks your soul completely away. It's not a fun thing, and there's ways to overcome all that, but the whole thing is you have to be willing to do it. Obviously, that's a thing that everyone tells you, but that is actually really true. It starts with you. If you don't make the effort to make yourself better, then it just ain't gonna happen. You got to do it. You got to be 100% into it. And I think that if I try to, help out with that, even if it's not, hey, try riding motorcycles or blah, 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 whatever it is you like to do, focus on that. Put your attention to that. Get rid of those people that, you had that connection with drugs too, because the people that I was hanging out with weren't people I grew up with. They're people I met along the way and just fell into, a bad situation, and it really sucked. But it was cool that pretty much the way I got out of it was my old friends pretty much were like, hey, Mike, come over by us. We're having a get together and hanging out with all the old crew from school and stuff like that. And these are all good guys. I grew up with them. They weren't ever addicted to, drugs or anything like that. They just like have a good time, and so I did. And I think from there, that was it. That was it for me. It was like, I felt like that feeling of, wow, this is where I belong. Those other people, those weren't my friends. They were just somebody to, drag me along into their hellish life,
Right.
But it was awesome to be able to overcome that because of my friends in the past. So,
well, you make a good point, and I catch a lot of heat from a lot of people because I'm more stone-faced on that ideal. I believe you have to find your way out of it instead of somebody else trying to tug you along or something like that. You got to figure out life on your own, and you're the only one that can live that life, and you're the only one who can get yourself out of it. And I have to admit, you were pretty good at hiding it, because if I would have found out, I would have killed your ass.
I know you and our other brother Chuck. Yeah, definitely.
You thought me swinging you as a kid over the banister was something? I would have killed your ass if I found out too late. But yeah, it's one of those things where I also get that because you know how I am. With suicide and stuff like that, I look at it like, okay, if you have to commit that, you're weak. And, there's a million kids out there that want to live, that are dying of cancer and shit like that, and you go do that bullshit. Or like our older brother who got killed in a motorcycle accident, he wanted to live. So I really don't take on to that kind of shit real good. But you're right, you got to make your own way.
Yeah, that's just excuse me, that's just a cop out when somebody wants to commit suicide and stuff like that. my life is hell, blah, blah, blah. You know, a lot of those people that do that are too young to know what hell is, you know, and I just feel that's a cop out. You know, it's the easy way out. You know, I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to deal with that. So, you know, let's just, you know, end it. And that's not the way to be. There's just, honestly, there's so much more to live for. And I know from experience, like I said, you know, being in the depths of hell with the drug use and all that stuff and doing things I would have never done, you know, which I really won't mention because some of them are pretty bad. But no, this I was told that actually from when I was in a rehab that your best day high is nothing compared to your worst day sober. So pretty much what that means is, you know, the great feeling supposedly, you know, that you feel from the high of the drug, you know.
And we're not talking weed here, guys. So you know, go ahead.
Right? No, absolutely not. You know, we're talking a lot harder than that. And what it is being sober and having a horrible day. It's nothing. All it is something that you'll get over, and you'll have a million good days, you know. But when you're using and stuff like that, yeah, you get that feeling, and it lasts for only so long. But then you're like, okay, now I don't feel so good, so I need to use more, and then you do that until either you die or you end up in jail, and those are both shitty options.
Right. Well, you got that exactly. Now you covered the motorcycle show today. How was it out there? You got to use got to use my press pass, so I know you were all giddy about that.
Yeah, on an absolute freaking lighter note, yeah, definitely. Oh, it was a good time. It was definitely a good time. I went with a couple of my buddies that actually I call them family. All right. You know them. So yeah, we went to the motorcycle show. I walked in there, and I already had my ticket paid for, so I walk in there, and my what do you call it? My channel that I'm starting up and all that stuff. I wanted to get some video and everything. I don't have the proper equipment, so that kind of backfired on me today as far as the videos went. But I did get a lot of pictures, pretty much everything that everyone should want to see. If you didn't make it to the show, check out the pictures. A lot of awesome bikes, new bikes, old school choppers. I mean, yeah, it was a great time. A lot of great vendors, just awesome people. I talked to a couple people actually after I got the badge. So I got in there, and then I was like, oh, hey, I talked to somebody. Where do I get the press badge? Da-da-da-da-da. They're like, oh, yeah, right back out there. So I go back out there. I grab the dog, talk to the lady. I'm like, yeah, I'm grabbing the press badge. Here's the barcode, blah, blah, blah. Oh, James? I'm like, yeah. so, yeah, obviously I'm not. But so, yeah, I got the badge. I went in there. I talked to, just a couple people because my memory on my phone, went dead. So I did get to talk to, one of the vendors was one of the battery tender vendors and stuff like that. So I talked to that guy for a little while. He was really cool. Everyone was really cool as far as, when I told them, yeah, I'm going to video this, it's going to be on YouTube and stuff like that. And they were really cool about it. So I talked to those guys. They're really awesome. I talked to a guy that was next to the Harley dealer, which was actually also a representative of Harley. But he was on the custom side. So the bikes that were Harleys that were custom made, I believe, from Harley, not from any individual person, but Harley's own customized bikes, was off to the side of the actual Harley dealer. And those bikes were really, really cool. I got pictures of those too. You'll see those. I talked to that guy for a little while. He was kind of busy, so I didn't really get too much info from him, except for, that those were actually Harley dealer customized bikes and stuff like that. But what I did notice, and you know, obviously I'm talking about Harley. Harley's my thing. I'm a Harley guy through and through. But the new Harleys, what I've seen a lot of is it looks like they're going to the 114 motor, which I think is so freaking cool because the motors that they have, they're great, but people are upgrading them to a 114 or a 117 anyway. So that's so cool that you can go into a Harley dealer and find the bike that you like, and it's got the 114 on it. It's like, oh, you don't even have to do anything to it. So, I mean, that was really cool. Also, I did check out the Indian spot as well. And there's actually, I've never been big on Indian. I've always been raised Harley. But there was a few Indians that I thought were really cool. And, you know, you'll see those in the pictures, but
I'm gonna go. You know what? You know what? I always told myself, well, the Fat Boy's the last Harley I'm gonna have. I'm going Indian. I'm going Dark Horse, man. I love that Dark Horse. But then I go back and say, you know what? There's too much freaking electronics on there, and you know me, man. I can't even stand radios on a bike. But I still haven't got over that hump yet.
Yeah, I think the Indians, their navigation systems and you know, the radio and stuff that they have, because I did speak with somebody, is like, it is more advanced than what Harley has, but Harley is definitely coming up. And I think obviously it's always been the competition between Harley and Indian since the very beginning. It's always been that way. But, you know, I mean, that's just the little things. I think performance and, you know, looks and all that stuff, to me, is what I go by, and the Harleys, they got it, man. I mean, they definitely got it. But the Indian, I'm not knocking them whatsoever. They're badass. They got some badass stuff out there.
Well, that they do, man. But those pictures you took, I'm putting together a slideshow, that type of stuff. I'm going to put that up on ours probably Tuesday, and I'm going to get it over to yours so your channel can put it up. But yeah, we're going to have another YouTuber coming on, YouTube creator, blogger and stuff like that, which is really freaking cool, man. You know, you were too young, but I remember the days when it was just motorcycle magazines, man, and you had to wait once a month to get any news on the biker scene. Now it's real cool in present day where we got everybody out there doing it.
Oh, yeah. And I mean, honestly, it was a couple weeks ago. I spent my whole, actually, no, it was a couple days that it was so cold that, you know, where I work, they actually closed down for a couple days. So those couple days, I didn't do anything. I sat in the house. I'm watching YouTube videos, and two guys stuck out to me like big time. And one of them was Adam Sandoval, and another one is a guy called Roll Tide 530. Their channels, I bounced back and forth, and it's like what I got from them is pretty much what I got from Adam was his journey and how he came about doing what he's doing, and you know, 4 years on the road in his bike with his little dog scooter and all that stuff. It's just, I mean, I got sucked in, and what he's doing for the, you know, these guys are doing for the vets and everything like that, which is awesome, completely just unbelievable, the amount of work that's put in from these guys. And I mean, it wasn't really for recognition. It was pretty much, you know, saying what they're doing and what their cause is. And I find that totally awesome. I wish I can just, you know, quit my job and do something like that. But you know,
well, you gotta build up to that part, man. But another channel I think you'll like is John Maxwell, because you're a gearhead and he's nothing but freaking Harley repairs.
Yeah, there is a guy that and maybe it is him, but I'm not sure. But he works for a Harley dealer, and he vlogs a lot on the things that he does.
Yeah, I think that's Maxwell.
Actually, at the shop, he's got a beard, long hair, black.
Yeah, that's Maxwell.
Black.
That's John Maxwell.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that guy's awesome too. I've been watching a lot of his stuff because a lot of the things, see, the thing I want to do mainly is I'm looking to get my final bike. And, you know, that's where I'm going to really start my vlogs at, is getting this bike stock. So what I'm looking at is the 2017, you know, Street Glide Special. And there's just so many things I'm going to want to do to that. So every step of what I do with that bike, I'm going to put it on and, you know, put it on YouTube and everything. This way that people can see, you know, from start, okay, you got a stock bike here and you're doing bars, you're doing, you know, brakes, you're doing, you know, rims, whatever it is, you know, I want to, you know, take everybody along for the ride on that, as well as any trips that are, you know, I'll be taking and stuff like that. I want people to be able to see that. I know a lot of people on YouTube already have videos of their trips, you know, but everyone has their own views on the trips and their own, you know, thing that catches people's interest. And I think I can interest a lot of people, get a lot of people to watch, you know, because the journey is going to be something special, and I have a lot planned, and I'm just, you know, mapping everything out what I want to do. So I think it's going to be something that people are going to want to tune into and check out, and at least I would hope so. But yeah, it's going to be exciting, definitely.
Well, that's awesome, man. And what's your channel name again?
Dime Rider 333.
Yeah, we're going to be doing his banners up for him and getting them advertised a little bit on Insane Throttle. So if you guys can click the link below, that's his channel. Go over there, subscribe, get him up to get his subscribers going and stuff like that.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I definitely appreciate that.
Hey, it changed from the days of hanging you over the railings, huh?
Yeah. I'm a little older, but probably still light enough to, you know, be dangled.
We used to torture this poor kid, me and my brothers.
Yeah, it was good times. Good times.
I bet you remember that dart in the leg, don't you?
I was just about to mention that. That's hilarious that you say that, because I was thinking that in my mind as we were just saying what we were saying. Yeah, that was great. Good shot. Definitely good shot.
Okay, tell him what happened. Tell him what happened.
I don't remember the circumstance as to why it was thrown at me.
You pissed me off, obviously.
I think it was just all fun and games, and you had a dart in your hand. I started running, and I was running up the stairs, and next thing you know, you throw a dart. Now, these weren't the darts, plastic darts. This was a metal dart. It was a steel head. And it stuck in my leg. And I cried like a girl, but, you know, I was little, dude. What do you expect?
Van Halen dangling you over the freaking thing, your hair blowing, and we're over here laughing and dying.
Yeah, and that, funny enough, that same railing, I stuck my own head through there and I couldn't get it out. I was like, oh, it fit in. I should be able to get it out. Yeah, it didn't work so well. I had to bend the rail to get my head out. Yeah,
we gave you a memorable. Well, you know, I remember your 21st birthday. We gave you a memorable one that day, didn't we?
Oh God! Can we even talk about that?
Yeah, you're talking about it. Was at Dad's bar in Stone Park.
Oh God, man! Yeah, we were in Stone Park, and next thing I know, there's a stripper comes in, and obviously we're tying on a few, and next thing you know, it freaking whipped cream, vagina. And,
I had the best strippers, didn't I?
Yeah, it was good. It was really good. The whipped cream was great.
Oh yeah, you got to taste that
little fish sandwich.
Yeah, you got to taste that pink taco, didn't you?
Oh yeah. I think something's been going wrong with me from that. It could have been that.
I think I messed your brain up, dude. You know, you were having fun during the party, then all of a sudden it was all it went crazy after that.
Yeah, I mean, next thing you know, because I like to be goofy, and, you know, I'm pretty good at impressions, or at least I used to be, and I did a little bit of a stand-up comedy thing just out of the top of my head, you know, Archie Bunker and Edith. Damn it, what was the name of the show?
Freaking All in the
All
Family.
in the Family. I think it was All in the Family. I used to love that show, so I'd imitate, you know, Archie and Edith and stuff like that. So I did that, and everyone was enjoying it except for this one guy. It just was, I don't know what was wrong with him. He was drunk and wanted to hear music, didn't want to hear me, you know, do that. But it seemed like everybody else in the bar was having a great time with it. So, I guess he said some stuff and was being a total asshole. Next thing I know, we're leaving. We get in the car. I turn my head, and I turn my head again, and I look, and I'm like, where the fuck is James at? Boom, knocking a guy out against the fucking wall. I was like, wow, this is great.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Mannheim Road was a lot different then, huh?
Yeah, you know what? I mean, that area, dude, I'm more west now. I'm out in the boonies, which I love. I love it out here. I've been back there a few times in that area, you know, driving through, and it's just like, it's not the same. You know, when you grow up in an area with these people you've known, and it was good then, but it's not good now. You know, the closer to the city you get, I just think it's, you know, I think it's garbage, but, you know, it depends on the people that are out there. You know, I think it's just getting worse, but.
Well, in the city, it was you had to act quick. You know, there was no talking.
Exactly.
If somebody gets stupid, you knock the fucker out real quick.
Yeah. I wasn't the fighter, really. I left that to you guys. You know?
Yeah, you think? You'd call us up every time you got into some shit.
Yeah, I think I did it on purpose just because I liked having you guys there. I was like, yeah, it's my brother, dude. You didn't know that?
Yeah.
I didn't know that was your brother. Yeah, well, it is. I don't see the resemblance. Well, of course you're not going to.
Right.
So, yeah.
Well, cool, man.
God, a lot of good times.
It was good times, man. A lot of learning experiences and stuff for you, but it's awesome to have you coming on the freaking as a creator, and we'll get you out there, and you keep on doing you.
Yeah, definitely. It's like I said, it's going to be a blast, man. This is going to be one of those you know, little kind of show thing that you're going to be like, wow, what's going to happen next? I have a good feeling about that because I usually do some pretty exciting things, and I meet some really freaking exciting people. So a lot of these places I'm going to be going to, that I'm going to be, you know, vlogging is, you know, everyone's been to. If you're from the Illinois area, you know, you've been to Poopies, you've been to Psycho Silo. I have a couple videos. I saw Jackal out there at Psycho Silo, and oh my God, I've never seen Jackal, but wow, so cool. Talked to the guy, got a bottle of his whiskey and autographed and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm going to be doing a lot more of that and taking you to these places. And, you know, if you've never been to any of these places that I'm going to be, you know, vlogging about, you got to go, because I wouldn't go if I wasn't a blast. So I'll definitely keep you all in the loop on that.
All right, man. Well, it was cool talking to you and stuff. Go get some sleep, man.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you very much, man. And yeah, keep doing your thing, man. You're doing awesome.
All right, buddy. I'll talk to you later. And that was my little brother Dime Rider, man. We used to torture that poor kid, but he turned out great. He's doing some really cool stuff. He's actually a truck driver, so worked real hard to come back from where he was at, and yeah, it was hell for the kid, but yeah. But check out his channel, Dime Rider 333. He's gonna be doing a lot of blogging on bikes and shit like that. I think you'll really love the guy, man. He's funny as hell and all that good stuff. I did have China that was gonna be on, but she actually got called into work. So the big news is China is going to have her own show. It's going to be premiering Sundays at 11 o'clock Central, 9 o'clock Pacific, 12 Eastern. That's in the morning, and it's going to be called China Chat where you can call in. It's going to be about all kinds of topics. Everybody could call in, chat, all kind of, you know, what's going on in the world to, okay, you know, let's figure this problem out and stuff like that. So she's going to be on Sundays at 11 o'clock Central Standard Time. You'll start seeing in, you know, some good topics and stuff like that. But anyway, back to our main topic, then we'll get going. If you guys want to call in, go ahead and call in. I'll take a couple calls if you have them. But if not, it was a pretty damn good show. I really like it. But the moral of the story is, make sure you buy from biker-owned businesses, because there's nothing better than, you know, developing that friendship with somebody and also knowing you're not going to get freaking screwed when it comes to getting what you're getting. And, you know, I get a lot of people that ask me, well, you know, how do you make money in the biker lifestyle? Shit, I had businesses after businesses, because I used to have a business model where I'd start a business, build it up, and then sell it for a profit, then go into another sector and do the whole, you know, thing again. So I've owned tattoo shops, auto shops, bars, and, you know, that's one sector of the business I was in. I had a service early in the 90s. I actually seen that debate going on in the chat room about the single women and stuff. Some of my girls were making $5,000 a night in Chicago, so they were not hurting. Let me tell you, they had freaking Mercedes, they had BMWs, and they were knockout. You know, I think the lower ends were making about 2 G's a night, and, you know, they only worked like, you know, 3 or 4 nights a week. But yeah, just for that chat, so you know. But yeah, you know, as far as making money in the biker scene, you know, you got, go with your skills, go with your, you know, what you know best, and that goes for any business. If you're getting into the, you know, internet realm, it does take a lot of freaking work to build a business, even if it's biker related, say a YouTube channel, which you can make some real decent money on with the YouTube channel. You know, that depends on your ads and, you know, those people that help support shows and stuff like that. So yeah, that's a good route you can go. There's also, well, shit, you got, you know, blogging and stuff like that that can make you a good thing. I actually do help people out. I do, you know, private one-on-ones with helping people get businesses off the ground as far as the internet's concerned. So, yeah, there's a lot of ways to make money in the biker scene. But the biggest thing is, don't screw people. You know, be honest and, you know, live up to what being a biker is all about, and they'll take care of you from that point. But, okay, well, I guess, let's see, all my money goes to Hollywood and Purdue. Did I say it right, Dan? I really appreciate all your support. All the YouTube Super Chat money that goes right back into the show for equipment. That keeps us on air worldwide, you know, helps with airtime with certain platforms, and that keeps us on Monday through Friday, so we really appreciate that. But don't forget China's chat, you know, that's going to be Sundays. She's real nervous. I was like, oh, you'll do fine. You know, because I said, you know, I have like 98% men on this channel. We need to get some females active in that thing. And her group, Lady of the Madhouse, is doing really good on Facebook. If you haven't checked that out already, go ahead and check that out. You'll really love it. So, John, stripping is a big cash game. you ain't shitting me. I know that one, man. But anyway, with that, since there is no phone calls coming in, I will talk to you guys later. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Tomorrow will be Good Time Charlie over at BIC Radio. I'll talk to you guys all later. Have a good night. Go smoke you a blunt. Have a good day, night. Thanks for watching Motorcycle Madhouse Live. We're on Monday through Friday from 7 to 7:30. Check out some of these videos of our archives. Get to know us. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. We appreciate all your support. We'll see you next time.